Hi guys, it's Jamie here, Jamie Brewster's Musical Heroes. Before we get into the next video, could you please subscribe to the channel, like and comment, and thank you for all those who have done that so far on my channel. I really appreciate it. First of all, before we start the video, I'd just like to say some thanks. Firstly to David Beard for producing the latest Endless Summer Quarterly. Excellent, David, with all the research and fab stuff. We'll be talking about that in a minute. Also, please, Steve Lewis, thank you very much, Steve, from Beach Boys Basement, for giving me a nice little compliment on your channel. And please, guys, tune into Beach Boys Basement with Steve Lewis. It's great fun, fantastic information. That guy knows an awful lot of stuff. Can't sing too well, so Steve, but don't worry about that. Also, a recent subscriber, George Music for all 4 seasons. A great 4 Seasons fan. Thank you very much, George, for subscribing. For all 4 Seasons fans, including you, George, particularly, there's going to be some great 4 Seasons stuff coming up soon. Some interesting album reviews and some shootouts with the Beach Boys and all that type of thing. So please stay tuned to the channel. So the title of this video is Egypt, which was an unreleased track from the album by the Beach Boys called MIU, Maharishi Institute University. A strange title for an album, and I don't think it really went well at all as a title. But Brian Wilson was very much involved in the album. In Iowa, they were in between record contracts. They had to fulfill a final album or 2, and they did initially put in a Christmas album, which was rejected as inappropriate. So they redid the tracks and made that into MIU. There's a picture of the band on the back. Looks like they're all happy together. I don't know if they really were, but still. Anyways, an album came out. There were some unreleased tracks that went in the can, and quite interesting. One called Egypt. I really don't know the origin of that. Ron Outback was very much involved in the production of the album and playing lots of keyboards and helping out with production arranging duties. Brian, the great thing about the album is that Brian sang a number of lead vocals on about 4 or 5 songs and wrote about 5 as well. And in fairness, I think they were good compositions. Brian sang nicely, his voice was in very good shape. And in a way, I think the album was very smooth and had some nice qualities about it, but it didn't rank highly in the charts. I think it made it in 150 in the States, and I don't think it charted in the UK, which was a shame. But I think, again, the title, I don't think the record company were too bothered about promoting them, and so it was one of those albums coming to the end of an era in a way. But going back to David Beard's Endless Summer Quarterly, well done, David. There's some great photos in here, by the way, guys. There's one in particular I like with Brian looking really happy, singing a song there with some of the guys. Reportedly, I think he wanted to go home, really. And Dennis Wilson didn't really appear on the album. I think he did a couple of drum pieces and then didn't really contribute much more. A few bits of vocal, but very, very little. But so it's an interesting piece. Brian plays keyboard. He wrote the song, and Mike Kowalski plays drums. So Dennis was absent. And various other, Gary Griffin was playing organ, and I think there may have been some strings, hard to be sure about that. Rusty Ford, I think, played a bass guitar, and Ed Carter again on guitars, as often the case. So I'm going to play a little bit of the track, guys, so keep tuning into the channel, particularly you 4 Seasons guys. There's going to be some super stuff coming soon. So here's the track. Nice to see you guys. Take care. Bye for now from Jamie.